Expand your vocabulary with our Core 2000 Words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free Afrikaans ebook before it's gone. When learning a new language, everyone should have an ultimate goal to work towards. Whether you want to be able to connect with a relative, easily order food while traveling, or go somewhere new, having an end goal for your learning can be very motivating. A popular but challenging goal is being able to speak like a native speaker. It's difficult to measure exactly when you reach this goal, and it's not something you can pick up using textbooks alone. So how do you work on making your speech more natural? That's what we're going to look at today. Here are 3 tips to help you practice talking like a native speaker. Number 1, focus on vocabulary. If your goal is to speak like a native, you might be really focused on speaking quickly or using as many complex grammar patterns as possible. But in our native languages, we're not always trying to speak as fast as possible, and we use complex grammar patterns when necessary, not to show off. Vocabulary, however, is extremely important to expressing ourselves naturally. Your choice of words can reveal a lot about you and your understanding of the language. Most learners have had the experience of using a phrasebook or a dictionary to find a word they want to use, trying the word in conversation, and getting a look of confusion from the native speaker. In some cases, although your word choice may be grammatically correct, the word may be inappropriate for the situation or totally unnatural. This is especially important in business and other formal situations, where the right level of formality and professionalism is key. Being able to understand nuances in vocabulary words can also help you understand relationships between people just by listening to the conversation. Try to listen to many different types of conversations. Listen to how people talk to their friends, their superiors, and in customer service situations. This will give you a better idea of how to talk to others naturally. In some languages, you can omit words from sentences or use more direct communication styles. It's important to be aware of these things so you can apply them yourself. Colloquialisms and slang are also commonly used in most languages. As this sort of vocabulary is always evolving, it can be difficult to keep up with the latest words. Talk with native speakers and consume media in your target language to make sure you pick up these kinds of expressions. Media is a great resource for your learning. Ultimately, knowing the appropriate vocabulary to use for each situation will really help you sound more knowledgeable. Number 2, perfect your accent. With every language, there are unique pronunciation and intonation challenges. Some languages are tonal languages, and a change in pitch can completely change the meaning of a word. Then there's the fact that most countries have multiple dialects, and so people from one area of the country may sound different from those in another. So what is the best way to listen to a wide range of accents and different pronunciations? Video and audio resources are a great way to do this. YouTube is a perfect place to start because people from all kinds of different backgrounds upload videos to the platform. You can watch educational videos, daily life vlogs, cooking shows, a travel series, whatever interests you. Pay attention to the different ways people speak. Everyone is unique. And then practice speaking like them. This kind of practice can help you sound more natural. One note, please be aware of the type of resources you're using. For example, if you find a video where a speaker uses a rare dialect, it might not be a good idea to use that for your pronunciation practice, unless you have a special reason for studying a specific accent. As a general rule, it's best to try to search for practice resources that use a standard form of the language you're studying. Number 3, copy what you hear. Do you remember how you learned to speak as a child? We rarely learned new words just listening to them, or reading after we learned how. When we were little kids, we imitated the sounds we heard by repeating the sounds out loud. While you're talking to a friend, watching videos, or listening to audio in your target language, you can do this to try and replicate the way they speak. Doing this will help you work on mastering the flow of the language, your accent, intonation, and pronunciation. Of course, you might also pick up some new vocabulary this way. Make sure to repeat new words often. It's a great way to make sure you remember them. Try doing this using a number of different mediums and sources. That way, you'll be exposed to the diversity that the language offers and master the fundamentals of pronunciation. For example, You can watch and imitate several different YouTube videos and audio CDs, but try a few different sources, like different creators or different audio types, to make sure you experience a wide range of communication in your target language. If you're using our language learning program, you can even get your own teacher with Premium Plus. Your teacher can answer questions, give assignments, and even listen to your recordings and give you advice on pronunciation. Completing these kinds of lessons with a native teacher can really boost your confidence in your speaking skills. Becoming able to speak like a native is a popular goal for many people learning a new language. It feels great to be able to communicate smoothly, especially when the people you're talking to expect basic level sentences or broken communication. Try using the tips we've shared in this video to work on improving your speaking skills. Of course, it'll take time and persistence, but the reward will be more natural communication. And for even more tips on speaking, check out our complete language learning program. Sign up for your free lifetime account by clicking on the link in the description. Get tons of resources to have you speaking in your target language. And if you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share the video with anyone who's trying to learn a new language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. I'll see you next time. Bye! Hi everyone, I'm Alicia. Welcome to Conversational Phrases. We've found that the best way to learn a language is to speak it from day one. And the best way to start speaking is to learn phrases that you'll use in real conversations. Today, we'll learn conversational phrases about occupations. After watching this video, you'll be able to talk about your job and ask what somebody does for a living. And if you want to learn more vocabulary, phrases, and example sentences you can use in real-life situations, click the link in the description to download your occupation PDF cheat sheet for free. Now, let's take a look at some conversational phrases.
Listen to the dialogue.
Wat doen jy vir 'n lewe? Ek is 'n kunstenaar.
Listen to it again, now with the English translation.
Wat doen jy vir 'n lewe?
What do you do?
Ek is 'n kunstenaar.
I'm an artist. First of all, you need to learn how to say, what do you do? That's.
Wat doen jy vir 'n lewe?
Listen to it again.
Wat doen jy vir 'n lewe? Wat doen jy vir 'n lewe?
This Afrikaans sentence literally translates into, what do you do for a living? But it means, what do you do in English? Now, how do you answer this question? This is the pattern you'll need.
Ek is 'n.
Your occupation. I'm an, your occupation. For example, I'm an artist.
Ek is 'n kunstenaar. Ek is 'n kunstenaar.
Here are a few more professions you can use with the same pattern. Police officer.
Polisieman. Polisieman.
Teacher.
Onderwyser. Onderwyser.
Doctor.
Dokter. Dokter.
Engineer.
Ingenieur. Ingenieur.
Now, listen to some examples.
Wat doen jy vir 'n lewe? Ek is 'n onderwyser. Wat doen jy vir 'n lewe? Ek is 'n dokter. Wat doen jy vir 'n lewe? Ek is 'n ingenieur.
Okay, now it's your turn. Do you remember how to say, what do you do?
Wat doen jy vir 'n lewe?
Imagine you're a doctor. Do you remember how to say, doctor?
Dokter. Dokter.
Say, I'm a doctor.
Ek is 'n dokter.
Now answer the question saying that you are a doctor.
Wat doen jy vir 'n lewe? Ek is 'n dokter.
Now, imagine you're a teacher. Do you remember how to say teacher?
Onderwyser. Onderwyser.
Say, I'm a teacher.
Ek is 'n onderwyser.
Now, answer the question saying that you are a teacher.
Wat doen jy vir 'n lewe? Ek is 'n onderwyser.
Now, imagine you're an engineer. Do you remember how to say engineer?
Ingenieur. Ingenieur.
Say, I'm an engineer.
Ek is 'n ingenieur.
Now, answer the question saying that you are an engineer.
Wat doen jy vir 'n lewe? Ek is 'n ingenieur.
Well done! In this lesson, you learn new occupation-related vocabulary and phrases you can use in your everyday life. You are now able to talk about your job like a native speaker. Start by practicing in the comments below. Tell me about your job. Lastly, don't forget to click the link in the description and download your PDF cheat sheets. You'll get useful phrases you need for everyday life for free. See you in the next lesson. Bye! Hey everyone, Alicia here. Welcome to Conversational Phrases. We've found that the best way to learn a language is to speak it from day one. And the best way to start speaking is to learn phrases that you'll use in real conversations. In this lesson, we'll learn conversational phrases to answer the question, how's your mother? After watching this video, you'll be able to talk about well-being and ask how someone is doing. And if you want to learn more vocabulary, phrases, and example sentences you can use in real-life situations, click the link in the description to download your Conversation About Family Well-Being PDF cheat sheet for free. Now let's take a look at some conversational phrases.
Listen to the dialogue.
Hoe is jou ma? Sy is okay.
Once more with the English translation.
Hoe is jou ma?
How's your mother?
Sy is okay.
She's fine. First of all, you'll need to learn how to say, how's your mother? That's,
Hoe is jou ma?
listen to it again.
Hoe is jou ma? Hoe is jou ma?
Now, how do you answer this question? The pattern is
Sy is,
state of well-being. She is state of well-being in English. For example, she's fine.
sy is okay. Sy is okay.
Here are a few expressions related to well-being that you can use with this pattern. Great,
Fantasties. Fantasties.
fine,
Okay. Okay.
so-so,
So. So.
sad,
Hartseer. Hartseer.
Let's look at some examples. Listen and repeat or speak along with the native speakers.
Hoe is jou ma? Sy is fantasties. Hoe is jou ma? Sy is so. Hoe is jou ma? Sy is hartseer.
Okay, now it's your turn. Do you remember how to say, "How's your mother?"
Hoe is jou ma?
Imagine she's great. Do you remember how to say, "Great"?
Fantasties. Fantasties.
Say, "She's great."
Sy is fantasties.
Now, answer the question saying she's great.
Hoe is jou ma? Sy is fantasties.
Now imagine she's so-so. Do you remember how to say so-so?
So. So.
Say, "She's so-so."
Sy is so.
Now, answer the question saying she's so-so.
Hoe is jou ma? Sy is so.
Now imagine she's sad. Do you remember how to say sad?
Hartseer. Hartseer.
Say, "She's sad."
Sy is hartseer.
Now, answer the question saying she's sad.
Hoe is jou ma? Sy is hartseer.
In this lesson, you learn new vocabulary and phrases you can use in your everyday life to talk about well-being. You're now able to talk about how someone is feeling like a native speaker. Start by practicing in the comments below. Tell me how you are today. Lastly, don't forget to click the link in the description and download your PDF cheat sheets. You'll get useful phrases you need for everyday life for free. See you in the next lesson. Bye!
Ten words and phrases for surviving school. So get your backpacks ready and let's get learning. Rugzak. Backpack. Rugzak. Rugzak. Backpack. Bring jou rugzak. Bring jou rugzak. Bring your backpack. So like I just said, get your rugzak ready because that's what we all need when we're going to school. Put all your notes and books and pens in. Hopefully you've got like a cool funky one. Like I always used to jazz mine up a little bit and do some little embroidery or paint or draw on them. Or when you're a little bit younger, you do the I heart and write your name, your crush's name on there. Whatever kind of backpack you have, whatever kind of rugzak you have, why don't you tell us about it or show us it, photos or videos, or just remember your rugzak.
Klasmaat. Classmate.
Klasmaat. Klasmaat. Classmate. My klasmaat kom kuier vandag. My klasmaat kom kuier vandag. My classmate is going to come and visit today. Well, that's nice if you like them, obviously. It's quite nice when your classmates come and visit and you do some homework together or just chill if they're mates as well as classmates. But if your klasmaat kom kuier vandag, then it probably means you have some group project to do, so you better get working.
Huiswerk. Homework.
Huiswerk. huiswerk. Homework. Ek doen my huiswerk by die tafel. Ek doen my huiswerk by die tafel. I do my homework at the table. So, homework, there we go. We were just talking about how you're going to do your huiswerk with your klasmaat. I don't know what it is that you're doing or if you're even doing huiswerk, but it could also mean that you're just doing the dishes to make your mom feel a bit better, or doing the cleaning of the laundry or something to help give a helping hand around the house. Huiswerk can go from school things, which is what we're talking about in this video today, but it can really be applied to any kind of werk that you do around the house.
Examen. Exam.
Examen. Examen. Exam. Die eksamen is baie stresvol. Die eksamen is baie stressful. The exam is very stressful. Well, they all are. So that's the one difference between huiswerk from school and huiswerk from home work things, is the exam that comes at the end and the learning that goes into it, that we have to remember all those words and phrases in Afrikaans. But luckily you don't have an examen in this, but study like you do, because it's very important to study for those examens. And if you do the right kind of studying, then they won't be so stressful.
Somervakansie. Summer break.
Somervakansie. Somervakansie. Summer break. Ek gaan die somervakansie werk. Ek gaan die somervakansie werk. I'm going to work in the summer break. If you're one of those people like me who really likes to travel and do a lot of things and go out for dinners and go to parties, means that sometimes in your breaks, in your somervakansie, you have to do a little bit of work, do some grafting so that you can earn some money, and then you can get going to where you want to go and enjoy the rest of your somervakansie not at werk.
School. School.
Skool. Skool. School. Die skool begin vandag. Die skool begin vandag. The school is starting today. Bad day, I guess. Like, you've been used to this somervakansie and you've been at the beach /working /doing what you want whenever you want, waking up whenever you want, and now school begin vandag and you have to get up early, get your rugzak packed and get to classes and studying for those examens that are coming up a little bit later on in the year. But no need to fret yet because it's only the first day.
Studeer. To study.
Studeer. Studeer. To study. Ek gaan deur die nag studeer. Ek gaan deur die nag studeer. I'm going to study through the night. Unfortunately, sometimes we get those homeworks that we've just left too long, or they've just taken too much time, and now it's due tomorrow. What are we going to do? Because we have to give something in. Can't just say the dog ate it, because the teacher knows that you don't actually have a dog. So you're going to have to studeer deur die nag and get that all-nighter going, get the coffee, the chips, the chocolates, everything that you need to get you through this difficult time, and get that homework in time. Good luck.
Dit is die eerste dag van klas. It's the first day of class.
Dit is die eerste dag van klas. Dit is die eerste dag van klas. It's the first day of class. Exciting, scary, wonderful, wacky, whatever. We don't really know how we feel, because we're going to get to see who's in our class this year, who we can sit next to, which guy we're crushing on that we can sit like slightly behind so we can keep an eye on them, but also look at the board when the teacher looks at you. Or it's also kind of freaky because it means the holiday's over. We're going to have to start getting up early again, going back to class. So exciting, not exciting, different strokes for different folks. Let us know how you feel about the first day of class. I know I was always very excited because, holidays get a little bit long sometimes, and then you just get excited to get back into routine sometimes.
Ons is in dieselfde klas. We're in the same class.
Ons is in dieselfde klas. Ons is in dieselfde klas. We're in the same class. Woohoo! We being you and your bestie, or you and your crush, or you and your boyfriend, or you and whoever you like, clearly, because you're excited about this. Otherwise, you could say it in a very ugh tone if it's someone that you don't like. But usually just we're getting excited because we're finding out, like, we're in the same class as you, which means we're going to see you every single day and hopefully get paired together so that when you have to pull those overnight studeer sessions, that your classmaat who's coming to visit can be your friend.
Watter klasse neem jy? What classes are you taking?
Watter klasse neem jy? Watter klasse neem jy? What classes are you taking? What classes are you taking? Well, it could be art, it could be drama, it could be sport, it could be English, it could be maths, history, geography, you know, all these classes that you have at school. Usually while you're at school, you're always thinking, ugh, do I have to do another subject? But actually, it's such a great time when you can have this big variety of knowledge around you and soak up all the information you can in all these different areas of life. Whereas usually after school, you are in one direction, tunnel vision kind of most of the time, and you miss doing random subjects like drama, where you just got to express yourself and go crazy a little bit. Because now you're studying maths at university and you're going to become a mathematician maybe. And then what? When are you going to do drama then? So, watter klasse neem jy? 10 must-know autumn vocabulary. This is clearly a good one because we've done summer, we might have done winter, we've done spring, all the others. So this is the autumn one.
Trui, sweater,
Trui, trui, sweater. Ek wil 'n nuwe trui koop. Ek wil 'n nuwe trui koop. I want to buy a new sweater. Lucky you, it's autumn time, so we're all catching up, like we're getting a little bit rid of the super summery clothes, getting a little bit more ready for winter, but we're a little bit in between, so we don't need all the woolly muffs and jackets and scarves and beanies and everything. Just a nice plain autumn sweater, a mooi trui that we can go buy anywhere, get the autumn colors, whatever's in this season. So yeah, go buy your nuwe trui.
reënerig, rainy,
Reënerig, reënerig, rainy. Dit gaan môre reënerig wees. Dit gaan môre reënerig wees. It's going to be rainy tomorrow. Unfortunately, we've just bought a new trui. Now we're going to have to go buy a new rain jacket. But that's okay. We love rain, especially here in Cape Town where we are still in a drought and we are waiting for the rain. And actually, on today, me sitting here in this lovely sunny day, dit gaan môre reënerig wees.
winderig, windy,
Winderig, winderig, windy. Die dag was baie winderig. Die dag was baie winderig. The day was very windy. Today, actually, as I'm sitting here, was very windy and it was very hard for me to find a spot where the camera wasn't going because of all the wind. So I found a little corner in the back garden where it's not too winderig for you guys so that we can do some Afrikaans.
cool, cool,
Cool, cool, cool. Dit gaan cool wees oor die naweek. Dit gaan cool wees oor die naweek. It's going to be cool over the weekend. Now, you know, I know some of you pun lovers might be thinking, yeah, it's going to be cool over the weekend because I'm cool. But we're talking about the weather here, okay? It's autumn and dit gaan cool wees oor die naweek means it's going to be a little bit chilly, but not too chilly for your sweater, but too chilly for short sleeves. But it's just cool. A bit in between. Not like a cool person because they're extreme.
herfs, autumn,
Herfs, herfs. Autumn. Die herfs het begin. Die herfs het begin. It is the beginning of autumn. It's the beginning of autumn. Yay! We're getting a little bit tired of going to the beach all day. Not me. But it's time to get the sweaters out, get excited about wearing scarves and beanies, and as you can maybe tell, I'm not a very wintry person, but actually it's quite nice when you're going through your cupboard and finding all these beautiful sweaters that you've had and you haven't seen them for seasons, and now you're like, oh, the herfst het begin, you can start wearing them again. Exciting.
Verkoue. Cold.
Verkoue. Verkoue. Cold. Ek is bang om verkoue te kry. Ek is bang om verkoue te kry. I'm scared of getting a cold. Now here we go. This comes with the cold, is sometimes a cold. And you can feel it when you wake up in the morning and you're feeling a bit like, I've got a funny voice today. It's not fun. It's one of the least fun things about the change of weather. I mean, it's so nice to see the trees are changing, the leaves are falling, the colors of the leaves are changing. And everything around you is just blossoming into a new kind of climate. But unfortunately, it means our bodies are a little bit like struggling to adapt if we're not up to scratch with our immune boosters. And then you can get a cold. But luckily, thanks to modern day medicine, we've got lots of things to help with that. So if you are getting a verkoue, go to the pharmacy straight away.
Langmouwhemp. Long-sleeved shirt.
Langmouwhemp. Langmouwhemp. Long-sleeved shirt. Jy moet 'n langmouwhemp inpak. Jy moet 'n langmouwhemp inpak. You should pack a long-sleeved shirt. This is exactly what my mom told me the other day when I went to visit family. I came from home where it was sunny and warm and it was kind of like a little bit of a summery day. So I was like, oh, lovely. My parents live by the beach. I should totally go to visit them. And then on my way, I was like, hey, Mom, I'm coming to visit. Do you need anything from the shop? And she's like, I really hope you packed a langmouwhemp because it's cold here. To my surprise, I actually came to the wintry side of Cape Town. Yay for me, but luckily I did remember one or two langmouwhemde. So next time, check the weather where you're going, not where you are, before you travel. Silly me.
Halloween. Halloween.
Halloween. Halloween. Halloween. Ons gaan na 'n Halloween partytjie. Ons gaan na 'n Halloween partytjie. We are going to a Halloween party. So this one's very easy to remember because it's the same word in English and even pronounced the same in Afrikaans. So Halloween is so exciting for so many people. I think it's important to read up on about it because I think a lot of people celebrate it nowadays just because it's so much fun to dress up in such funny weirdnesses and go around like being all crazy for one night. But also it's quite interesting if you actually read up on what it's about and where it comes from. So next Halloween coming up this year, make sure you research it a bit and then remember to just go wild with your outfit because that's the funnest part of it all.
Fallende blare. Falling leaves.
Fallende blare. Fallende blare. Falling leaves. Die fallende blare is baie mooi. Die fallende blare is baie mooi. The falling leaves are very pretty. They sure are if you're an artist like me and you absolutely adore autumn time because it's going from green to like orangey to yellowy to browny to reddy, like depends what tree you're looking at. But wow, when they're falling and the tree starts becoming one of those like Harry Potter trees that moves, if you've ever seen Harry Potter, the ground is filling with all this beautiful color and then there's a big swish of wind and it just goes everywhere. Wow, die fallende blare for me is baie mooi.
Blaar. Leaf.
Blaar, blaar, lief. Daar is 'n blaar in jou hare. Daar is 'n blaar in jou hare. There is a leaf in your hair. Well, if you're like me, it's probably meant to be there. As you can tell, I like having like messy hair most of the time. So I often put a flower in there, put a leaf in there, whatever. I think it adds to the look and it's a little bit more naturey than everyday hair clips or whatever. But if you're not like me and someone tells you, daar is 'n blaar in jou hare, you should probably check it out and take it out because it'll irritate you as the day goes on.
everyone, Alicia here. Welcome to Conversational Phrases. We've found that the best way to learn a language is to speak it from day one. And the best way to start speaking is to learn phrases that you'll use in real conversations. In this lesson, we'll learn conversational phrases to answer the question, what's the matter? After watching this video, you'll be able to make complaints and ask someone else if they're having any issues. And if you want to learn more vocabulary, phrases, and example sentences you can use in real-life situations, click the link in the description to download your Making Complaints PDF cheat sheet for free. Now let's take a look at some conversational phrases.
Listen to the dialogue.
Wat is fout?
Die kantoor is warm.
Once more with the English translation.
Wat is fout?
What's the matter?
Die kantoor is warm.
The office is hot. First of all, you'll need to learn how to say, what's the matter? That's,
Wat is fout?
listen to it again.
Wat is fout? Wat is fout?
Now, how do you answer this question? The pattern is
Die kantoor is.
adjective. The office is adjective. For example, the office is hot.
Die kantoor is warm. Die kantoor is warm.
Here are a few more examples you can use with the same pattern to make complaints. Hot,
Warm. Warm.
cold,
Koud. Koud.
noisy,
Luidruchtig. Luidruchtig.
dirty,
Vuil. Vuil.
Let's look at some examples. Listen and repeat or speak along with the native speakers.
Wat is fout?
Die kantoor is koud.
Wat is fout?
Die kantoor is luidruchtig.
Wat is fout?
Die kantoor is vuil.
Okay, now it's your turn. Do you remember how to say, what's the matter?
Wat is fout?
Imagine the office is cold. Do you remember how to say cold?
Koud. Koud.
Say, the office is cold.
Die kantoor is koud.
Now answer the question saying the office is cold.
Wat is fout?
Die kantoor is koud.
Now imagine the office is noisy. Do you remember how to say noisy?
Luidruchtig. Luidruchtig.
Say, the office is noisy.
Die kantoor is luidruchtig.
Now, answer the question saying the office is noisy.
Wat is fout?
Die kantoor is luidruchtig.
Now imagine the office is dirty. Do you remember how to say dirty?
Vuil. Vuil.
Say, the office is dirty.
Die kantoor is vuil.
Now answer the question, saying the office is dirty.
Wat is fout?
Die kantoor is vuil.
In this lesson, you learned new vocabulary and phrases you can use in your everyday life to make complaints. You are now able to share your concerns like a native speaker. Start by practicing in the comments below. Make any complaints you may have today. Lastly, don't forget to click the link in the description and download your PDF cheat sheets. You'll get useful phrases you need for everyday life for free. See you in the next lesson. Bye! Hi everyone, I'm Alicia. Welcome to Conversational Phrases. We've found that the best way to learn a language is to speak it from day one. And the best way to start speaking is to learn phrases that you'll use in real conversations. In this lesson, you'll learn conversational phrases to ask and answer the question, how do you say this? After watching this video, you'll be able to ask someone how a word is pronounced. And if you want to learn more vocabulary, phrases, and example sentences you can use in real-life situations, click the link in the description to download your How to Say Something PDF cheat sheet for free. Now, let's take a look at some conversational phrases.
Listen to the dialogue.
Hoe sê mens dit?
Dit is 'n parkeerterrein.
Once more with the English translation.
Hoe sê mens dit?
How do you say this?
Dit is 'n parkeerterrein.
It's parking lot. First of all, you'll need to learn how to say, how do you say this? That's,
Hoe sê mens dit?
listen to it again.
Hoe sê mens dit? Hoe sê mens dit?
This Afrikaans sentence literally translates into, how does a person say this? But it means, how do you say this in English? Now, how do you answer this question? The pattern is
Dit is 'n
word. It's word. For example, it's parking lot.
Dit is 'n parkeerterrein. Dit is 'n parkeerterrein.
Here are a few useful words you can use with the same pattern. Parking lot,
Parkeerterrein. Parkeerterrein.
giraffe,
Kameelperd. Kameelperd.
travel,
Reis. Reis.
invasion,
Aanval. Aanval.
Let's look at some examples. Listen and repeat or speak along with the native speakers.
Hoe sê mens dit? Dit is 'n kameelperd. Hoe sê mens dit? Dit is reis. Hoe sê mens dit? Dit is 'n aanval.
Okay, now it's your turn. Do you remember how to say, how do you say this?
Hoe sê mens dit?
Imagine it's the word giraffe. Do you remember how to say giraffe?
Kameelperd. Kameelperd.
Say, it's giraffe.
Dit is 'n kameelperd.
Now answer the question saying, it's giraffe.
Hoe sê mens dit? Dit is 'n kameelperd.
Now imagine the word is travel. Do you remember how to say travel?
Reis. Reis.
Say, it's travel.
Dit is reis.
Now answer the question saying it's travel.
Hoe sê mens dit? Dit is reis.
Now imagine the word is invasion. Do you remember how to say invasion?
Aanval. Aanval.
Say, it's invasion.
Dit is 'n aanval.
Now answer the question saying it's invasion.
Hoe sê mens dit? Dit is 'n aanval.
In this lesson, you learned new vocabulary and phrases you can use in your everyday life to ask someone how something is said. You are now able to ask how to say something like a native speaker. Start by practicing in the comments below. Tell us, which word do you think is the hardest to pronounce? Lastly, don't forget to click the link in the description and download your PDF cheat sheets. You'll get useful phrases you need for everyday life for free. See you in the next lesson. Bye! Hi everyone, I'm Alicia. Welcome to Conversational Phrases. We've found that the best way to learn a language is to speak it from day one. And the best way to start speaking is to learn phrases that you'll use in real conversations. In this lesson, we'll learn conversational phrases to answer the question, what's your favorite number? After watching this video, you'll be able to say many numbers and ask someone their favorite number. And if you want to learn more vocabulary, phrases, and example sentences you can use in real-life situations, click the link in the description to download your Talking About Numbers PDF cheat sheet for free. Now, let's take a look at some conversational phrases.
Listen to the dialogue.
Wat is jou gunsteling nommer? Dit is 7.
Once more with the English translation.
Wat is jou gunsteling nommer?
What's your favorite number?
Dit is 7.
It's 7. First of all, you'll need to learn how to say, what's your favorite number? That's,
Wat is jou gunsteling nommer?
listen to it again.
Wat is jou gunsteling nommer? Wat is jou gunsteling nommer?
Now, how do you answer this question? The pattern is
Dit is
number. It's number. For example, it's 7.
Dit is 7. Dit is 7.
Here are a few more numbers you can use with the same pattern. 7,
7. 7.
2,
2. 2.
4,
4. 4.
9.
9. 9.
Let's look at some examples. Listen and repeat or speak along with the native speakers.
Wat is jou gunsteling nommer?
Dit is 2.
Wat is jou gunsteling nommer?
Dit is 4.
Wat is jou gunsteling nommer?
Dit is 9.
Okay, now it's your turn. Do you remember how to say, "What's your favorite number?"
Wat is jou gunsteling nommer?
Imagine it's 2. Do you remember how to say 2?
2. 2.
Say, "It's 2."
Dit is 2.
Now answer the question saying, "It's 2."
Wat is jou gunsteling nommer?
Dit is 2.
Now imagine it's 4. Do you remember how to say 4?
4. 4.
Say, "It's 4."
Dit is 4.
Now answer the question by saying, "It's 4."
Wat is jou gunsteling nommer?
Dit is 4.
Now imagine it's 9. Do you remember how to say 9?
9. 9.
Say, "It's 9."
Dit is 9.
Now answer the question saying, "It's 9."
Wat is jou gunsteling nommer?
Dit is 9.
In this lesson, you learned number-related phrases you can use in your everyday life to talk about numbers. You are now able to count like a native speaker. Start by practicing in the comments below. Tell us your favorite number. Lastly, don't forget to click the link in the description and download your PDF cheat sheets. You'll get useful phrases you need for everyday life for free. See you in the next lesson. Bye! Expand your vocabulary with our Core 2000 Words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free Afrikaans ebook before it's gone.